Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of炎炎no消防隊, or you can call it Fire Force, on episode 18. This episode shows a little bit of preparation of what's to come for the future, especially for Kusakabe Shinra himself, along with his buddy or rival, somewhat frenemy Arthur. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that all the captains that are connected with the Fire Force 8 captain, Obi, we have to it that they all have a somewhat meeting of like what's to come for the future. And apparently some of them, which is Hibana or Habana, whatever her name is, sorry to be very rude, she apparently asked Obi, like, what about your rookies that just joined your division? And we have to it that Obi compliments them, saying that they have what it takes, but they lack experience in a certain way, which is why he decides to send them off to training with Benimaru whatsoever, you know. As for Vulcan, he is making very nice devices that will come in handy for Fire Force Division 8, which is really nice. I mean, like, he made one for Maki-chan, and let's see here, he made one for Obi that could take out fires pretty greatly by using magnetic force, and much more to come afterwards, you know. And as for Professor Licht, it looks like to me he has somewhat of a connection with Joker, and we all know how Joker is. I mean, now that we see him in action and talking to Professor Licht, which is part of Fire Force Division 8, it looks like to me Joker is like on some kind of neutral side, or maybe he's on the side of justice for a bit, but the way how he's doing it might be a little chaotic. I mean, we've seen what Joker could do. We saw what Joker did throughout the series. I mean, he has his conversations with Shinra a couple times, but sometimes the way how he acts and how he does things is a little chaotic. We don't really know if he's good or bad, so that's why I'm putting him in a middle neutral standpoint. So yeah. Anyways, he does warn Licht that you have to be prepared to face against like these Evangelios, especially that kid Show, because these guys are monsters. Even Licht says, so they're that bad? He says, you have no idea. And he makes that he ends up having nostalgia, remembering how he clashed against Show, and guaranteed he even says that he's a monster. So a monster needs to fight a monster, or something like that. So the only the only person I know who could face against him is freaking Shinra himself. But anyways, aside from that, we have to it that Arthur and Shinra gets training from Benimaru, and of course they get their butts handed, and Benimaru trains them to a point that you gotta keep your guard up. Don't lower it down no matter what the cost may be, because your life is still on the line and there's a lot more to come afterwards, you know? And of course, Shinra was given training how to control his flames to a condensed level. Like, because his flames are always spreading out when he's being used by them, Professor Licht gives advice to Shinra, like, you must condense your flames to like a certain point. And an example was shown by Benimaru himself, how he condensed his flames like into like something a little smaller version, or I should say condensed flames, and then use it to be a very fast jetpacking way. And of course Shinra does struggle a bit to try to like condense his flames, etc. He gets advice from Benimaru, and eventually he ends up actually does it. He actually managed to do it, which is really cool. As for Maki-chan, she, on the other hand, was given devices for her little flame buddies, and apparently they come in handy. I mean, even Vulcan himself, man, his devices are freaking amazing, man. I mean, I'm like, wow, dude, what is this guy capable of? I mean, pretty cool and all, and I'm looking forward to see what's to come. I mean, like, yeah. But aside from that, towards the ending of the episode, we have to it that Benimaru is really, really shocked to see how Shinra grew, especially Arthur himself. He does make a couple mistakes here and there, gets his butt handed, but he still doesn't give up, you know, which is a good thing. I mean, I like that. And, you know, Shinra and Arthur, despite their frenemy relationship towards each other, they still care for one another as buddies or teammates, you know. And Benimaru gives advice to Shinra, like, I heard that guy's like your only brother. Make sure you protect him at all costs, alright? I mean, don't screw this up. And we have to it that Shinra gets ready for what's to come in the future, and yeah. Preview of next episode, it looks like they're gonna go into a different place. We don't really know what that place is, but one thing was sure, it may not be very pretty. So anyways, looking forward to see where like this heads out for our buddies. I mean, like this is just a start for the time being. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.